Data Jockey here, machine learning for Victorian racing. Race 4 at Warrnambool, Thursday, 23 July 2026. Let us get straight into it. Quick summary first for Race 4 at Warrnambool, then I will dig into the why. 2 selections today. Adira River is the top pick, the model's place selection. Epoch comes in as the second leg, the top 4 selection in the same race multi, not a place selection on its own. That is the short version. Adira River for the place, the multi combining both if you want the longer odds option. Stick with me though, because there is a genuinely interesting read on this race underneath those 2 selections. Race 4 Warrnambool, 9 runners today, which means the top 3 pay a place dividend. Here is the first thing worth knowing, the model's top selection is not the favorite. That tells you straight away the model is seeing value somewhere the market has not priced in. That gap between data and market is exactly the kind of race this model was built to find. 2 selections on the board today, a place pick and a same race multi-combination. And as always, this is not a forced pick. The model only shows up when there is genuine value to report. Today there is. Let us get into the detail. Quick word before the picks on how all this actually works, because it is a different approach to most of what you will find in the tipping space. The model behind these selections is a machine learning system that keeps learning from Victorian racing results. Every meeting, every result, every finish feeds straight back in. It is not built once and left alone. It updates and sharpens with every race run in Victoria. Here is the part that matters most. Most tipping models chase the winner. This one does not. It was built specifically to find place finishers, horses that hit the top positions and pay a place dividend. That is a genuinely different problem, and it needs a different approach to solve. The model is weighing dozens of variables across the whole field at once: pace, distance, field composition, historical patterns, how each horse stacks up against today's specific rivals. All of it together in ways no human could track by hand. If you want the full methodology breakdown, the link is in the description below, worth a look when you have the time. For now, Race 4 is waiting, and the model has plenty to say about it. Let us get into the selections. Let us start with pick 1 for Race 4. Adira River, the model's top selection, currently 4th in the market. Not the favorite, nowhere near the headline of the betting market, just sitting at a price the model believes is significantly off. That is the whole story right there. A gap between what the market thinks and what the data is showing, and that gap is precisely what this model is built to find. Here is something worth being upfront about, because I think it builds trust rather than costing it. I cannot point to one tidy reason the model has landed on Adira River. That is not how it operates. It is not running on a single insight like track preference or distance record, the kind of single-factor reasoning that most form analysis relies on. Instead, it is working through dozens of variables at the same time. Track conditions, distance, field size, who else is in this race, historical patterns drawn from thousands of past Victorian races. All of it considered together, picking up on relationships a person scanning a form guide would simply never catch. That is the whole point of building it this way. If it could be boiled down to one sentence, there would be no need for a model at all. What matters is this. The market has Adira River sitting at 4th in the market. The model has it ranked 1st for Race 4. That difference is where the value sits, and finding exactly that kind of gap is what this model exists to do. It was built specifically around place finishers, not winners, so when it puts a horse at the top, it is saying this horse matches the pattern of horses that have historically finished in the places. A different way of looking at the problem entirely. Adira River for the place. Top 3 finish in a 9-runner field. That is the model's read on Race 4. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Epoch takes pick 2, and it is the market favorite once more, though this reads quite differently to the vulnerable favorite scenario you sometimes see here. No vulnerability flag this time. The model is not predicting Epoch gets beaten. Instead, it is saying Epoch fits a top 4 profile, just not at the strength needed to rate alongside pick 1 as a place finisher. That places it as the second leg in the same race multi rather than a standalone place pick. The clearest way to frame it, Adira River carries the strongest place finisher signal the model has for this race, and Epoch is a genuine contender, favorite for solid reason, with the model agreeing it belongs in the first four. The same race multi-combination needs exactly that, Adira River in top 3, Epoch in the top 4. This is not the model fading the favorite. It is rating pick one more highly on the place finisher measure specifically, while Epoch still contributes genuine value through the multi-combination, just in a different role to pick one. For race 4, the same race multi combines Adira River finishing top 3 with Epoch finishing in the top 4. Check your own wagering provider for whether this market is offered. Worth pausing on one point before moving on, these two bets are not equivalent, and they do not share the same probability of success. The standalone place selection on Adira River is the model's higher confidence read, a smaller return, but a meaningfully better chance of it actually landing, and that remains the model's central view for this race. The same race multi requires both legs to come through, Adira River in top 3, Epoch in the top 4, which reduces the overall probability but increases the potential payout if it does land. Taking both is optional, not required. Adira River alone carries the model's strongest signal. The multi is there for those drawn to the longer odds, higher return option. Either way, understand exactly what each bet needs before deciding. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. For anyone following the full card, every race gets its own video, and they are all in the playlist Live Before Race 1. Worth a look through the other races to see what else the model has flagged today. A place multi combining several selections is something some punters build themselves. Check with your wagering provider on how that is structured. Make sure any decision you make is your own, fully informed. Important reminder too, always check for scratchings before placing anything, since they can change a race entirely on the day. The model's place selection for race 4 is Adira River. The full card is waiting in the playlist. If you are not subscribed yet, this channel covers every Victorian meeting, every race day, and every selection comes at no cost, nothing locked behind a paywall here. That wraps up race 4 at Warrnambool. To recap, the model's place selection is Adira River, and for those after the longer odds play, the same race multi-combination is Adira River in top 3 with Epoch in the top 4. Every tip on this channel is tracked, and the results posted publicly every single week. The good runs and the bad ones, nothing left out. That transparency is the only real way to judge whether following this model is worth your time. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. Catch you in the next one.